Hi, I'm Kevin, Communications Foreman for CoServ Electric. Today we're going to be talking about RF, also known as radio frequency, our RF eCoGrid meter, and how they compare to other RF devices commonly found in members' homes. RF signals are all around us. You can find them in common products such as cell phones, laptops, tablets, and even driving through toll booths. It's in the air around us by TV and radio. Human exposure depends on three factors: signal strength, distance from the device, and how often the device transmits. Our eCoGrid meter communicates with various other meters within its neighborhood. That data and information is then sent to our eCoGrid network back to Command Center. The eCoGrid meters transmit data periodically throughout the day and only for fractions of a second at a time. The device we're going to use today is going to test the signal strength of our eCoGrid meter to demonstrate that they are in compliance with the FCC regulations. The FCC, or Federal Communications Commission, has set forth guidelines that all RF devices must adhere to. Today we're going to be using a NARDA Test Systems SRM 3006 selectable radiation monitor. Now we're going to test the RF output of our eCoGrid meter. This test is going to be at various distances, starting at 1 foot, 3 feet, and on out to 10 feet. The first reading we're going to take is from 1 foot away from the meter. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes. The highest reading we have read so far out of this meter is 3.683% of the FCC's limit. This percentage means that we are well below the FCC's exposure limit. Now that the 1 foot measurement is complete, we're going to move to the 3 foot level. We've moved out to the 3 foot distance from the meter. The machine has been running for approximately 5 minutes. The highest reading we have so far is a 0.542%, 99% below the FCC's exposure limit. Now that we've completed our measurement at 3 feet, we're going to move out to 10 feet and measure again. So here at the 10 foot distance, we've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes. The reading we have right now at this distance is 0.099%, nearly 100% below the FCC's exposure limit. Earlier, we mentioned RF signals that are around us. We've set the machine on full spectrum, which is 26 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes. So far, all we have picked up is a TV station and some PCS broadband signals. We've taken measurements from our CoServ eCoGrid meter. We've also taken measurements from the RF that's all around us. Now let's move inside and take some more readings. We're inside the member's home. The other side of this wall is our CoServ eCoGrid meter. We're going to take some measurements with the machine at approximately 1 foot distance from the wall and see what kind of readings we get. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes and we've gotten a reading of 0.032%, well below the FCC's allowable limit. Now that we've tested the meter from the 1 foot level inside the member's home, let's test a few other commonly found devices. First, we're going to test a cell phone. We're going to test this cell phone at 1 inch to represent being next to your ear during a conversation. Then we're going to move out to 1 foot. This is part of the 3 factors of human exposure: signal strength, distance from the device, and how often the device transmits. We tested this cell phone at 1 inch and 1 foot. We had a reading at 1 inch of over 6%. We tested it out to 1 foot, the signal diminished, and we had a reading below 1%. Let's go test some other devices and see what we find. Let's take a look at a common device found in most members' homes, a laptop computer. We're going to take this measurement from 1 foot out and see what kind of readings we get on the machine. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes. With this laptop, we've gotten a reading well below the FCC's allowable limit of less than 1%. Here's a device you wouldn't commonly associate as an RF device in your home, a microwave oven. We use these every day to heat our foods and warm our beverages. Let's see what kind of readings we get from this microwave. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes. We've gotten a reading around 11% from this microwave. This is still below the FCC's allowable exposure limit. A lot of homes nowadays have wireless internet. Let's measure a common device, a Wi-Fi router, and see what kind of measurements we get. We've let the machine run for approximately 5 minutes, and we've gotten a reading well below 1%. This is still within the FCC's allowable exposure limit. After testing the meter with various other devices and comparing the results, we found that the levels are very similar. For more information on CoServ's eCoGrid and the RF test we've run today, please visit CoServ.com.